Welcome, everyone. Today, I'd like to talk about the last core principles of Women Leaders Community. Enjoy the journey. I remember when I was in high school, studying for college entrance exam was the most important thing in the world. I have to put all the energy and effort into just studying. I remember I was not allowed to read a novel. I was not allowed to watch a TV, and often I was excluded from family vacations. The rule was clear. If I want to go to a good college, I have to give my 100% effort, focus, and time into studying and give up everything else. And that continues with the later part of my life too. So, for example, in graduate school, all my peers were going to the parties and travels and ski trips. I did go to some of the dinner parties because I had to eat, but I didn't go to any other longer vacations. I still remember I said no to 3-day weekend trip, which literally the entire laboratory was left, and I was alone studying and working in the office. And I didn't go to Europe for a week for my classmate's wedding. Now I look back, I didn't really study that effectively those times, and I could have gone there and have fun and enjoy, and then come back and then also work hard and finish my PhD. But the self imposed rule was so strong. I really feared that if I do such a thing, like going to ski trip or go to Europe for a week, I won't be able to get my PhD. And after I got my degree, I got a little bit more generous with my own fun activities again. I got my private pilot's license and I flew around places. I tried salsa dancing and I did a lot more of those activities I like hiking and going to the theater. But then I got pregnant and all my activities shifted into kids' activities like kids' birthday parties and camping. And in 15 years later, I feel like maybe I can start to focus on the fun activities on my own again. That's when I realized that I lived my life pursuing the goals and always postponing the fun for later. Then I realized the later is now. And if I don't do it now, then there may not be later anymore. So I started to do all the things that I wanted to do. I was running, I was doing ballet. I also signed up for pottery class. I did some paintings and wood carving. Literally anything that I want to do, I find the places and sign up and try. And you know what? It didn't take that much time. I probably could have done it all along, but I didn't because my self-imposed rule that if I do such a thing, I will be failing at the goal that I wanted to pursue. That self-imposed rule was so strong that I couldn't do it. And I was surprised how many of my clients are in the same mindset. They share, oh, I'd love to do that, but I don't have time. Or I'd love to do that, but later, not now. So I challenge them to think small. Like the things that you want to do, the whole thing may be really big, but what's the little aspect of that you can do right now? And more often than you think, people find something they can do, little things, and the little joys that actually brings a lot of impact in their lives in a positive way. And another aspect of enjoying the journey is about dealing with the pain. Growth requires you to come out of your comfort zone, and thus it's painful. When I first came to the industry, I was good at my job, but I really struggled with the interviews. And unlike college entrance exam, there was no book says what kind of question they're going to ask and what is a good answer. Okay, there is about the behavior question answers, but not about your specific domain questions. So out of desperations, I decided to do some experimentations. So I started to apply for all the jobs that I'm not really interested in just to gain the interview experience. So I monitored their reaction, like which answer they like, which answer they don't like. And then every time I go in, I try different answer for the part they didn't like to find the perfect answer for the questions they typically ask. Some of the jobs was like too far for me that there's no way I can commit that far. Some roles I really didn't like their roles. So it's not that I really wanted to get a job, but still every time I get the rejection email, it hurt. I did the right thing in focusing on the progress I'm making instead of feeling the pain, but still it was really painful. Now I look back, not only focusing on the progress, which I think I did really well, but also I could have celebrated the rejection emails because a rejection email is a milestone that helps me to get to where I wanted to do. I can turn that as a trophy, as like scar of the wound that I gained more skills in fighting, I guess. I'm not really familiar with that domain, but like I could use that as my trophy, as a gain and celebration and fun, rather than something that I have to endure. Now I try to celebrate every time I try something scary, even if it fails. Celebrating failures as a milestone is key for grit. Angela Duckworth's book, Grit, the Power of Passion and Perseverance, highlights the importance of grit for the success. And my insight is that finding fun in hardship is key to have grit. By celebrating failures, finding little activities that's fun for you in your life, and seeing the setback as a milestone, you can be greater and more successful. So, what's the one fun activity you're going to do today?